In this video, I will be reviewing the very popular and only other competitor to the Doona, the Evenflo Shyft DualRide. This is a unique car seat stroller situation that turns from a car seat to a stroller, as well as having several more convenient features than the Doona that we'll be covering in this video. So is this the right option for you? Hopefully this will help you decide. If you're new here, I'm Emily. I'm the stroller mom. I review car seats, strollers, and baby gear for moms and families. I'm a mom of 3 under 4, and I provide unique insight as a mom who actually uses these products with my kids. So if you are not already subscribed to the channel, please do so, as well as liking. And then we ask that you please, if you're gonna buy this or any other stroller we review, shop through the links because it really helps support this channel. So I was really interested to test the Evenflo and the Doona with my baby. These are the only 2 car seat strollers on the market, and I specifically got them right now and moved these videos up to the front because I really wanted to see what it was like to use with a new baby, because these things are heavy as is, and they're known for that. It's probably one of the factors you're already considering when you're watching this. And so using with a young baby, what does that look like? And then as your baby gets older, trying to see how that looks. So I'm excited to share kind of what my experience was with both of these, as well as be doing a comparison to the Doona, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss that. In regards to price, this retails, it's hard to say. Basically, the Evenflo ranges in price because there's 3 different versions they sell. There's like a base model where it's just the car seat stroller. There's the one I have here, which is the more popular one you'll see, which includes the parent cup holder, as well as this awesome storage bag, which we'll get to in just a minute. And then there's the luxe version, or the gold version, which includes like leatherette detailing, more premium materials, magnetic buckle holders, as well as the accessories you see here. So that's kind of the range. The other thing on the gold version is they actually give a lifetime warranty. So if you get in an accident, they'll replace your car seat complimentary, which is a pretty cool feature. So based on those models, it kind of ranges from $450, depending on the sale price, all the way up to $600. So it can be very pricey depending on which version you're getting. So let's start from the top with the handlebar, just like I do with all my stroller reviews, but we'll stop at a few points to kind of talk about it as a car seat. The one thing I will say is if you're looking more from a safety standpoint, be sure to check out Safety in the Seat. She has a great video on this. I'm gonna focus more on how I use it as a mom and what my experience was from there. The thing that I really like about the Evenflo Shyft DualRide is the handlebar is actually a really good height. Definitely more comfortable for taller parents, and I really was happy with that. So obviously you just have the adjustment here, which is great if you have little toddlers who want to help push their sibling, and then the higher adjustment here, and it adjusts in this easy button. This version, which is the mid-trim level, has the nice like kind of leatherette textured detailing on the handlebar, but it is still plastic. So that is just something to be aware of. They do have the cup holder and the bag, which I will say you do have to take those off every single time you put your child in the car, but it's really nice that they include those features. And I did find, especially after using the Doona, that I loved having the storage of this, and that it's great that it's included in most of the versions. Something I love about the Evenflo Shyft DualRide is the canopy is actually great. So if you get the gold version, obviously you get an extension that like unzips, but I've been really happy with the standard one. It provides a lot of coverage. The biggest downside is it clicks. So the thing that's nice though is most new babies are not going to be bothered by that. You just might have an older baby that will wake up to that, but it's not terrible. I was really happy with the coverage, and then it's this nice material here that's easy to go back and forth. And then moving on, the seat can hold 3 to 35 pounds and can go from 15.7 all the way up to 32 inches. So very standard for most car seats. However, I will say the Evenflo has done a really good job in this car seat being great for preemie babies. So if you have a small baby, or you think you're going to be having a small baby, this is a great option. And of the 2 competitors, this is your better option for that feature. I love so many of the convenience features that they have in this car seat. They have no rethread, which you can adjust in the headrest. They have an infant insert, which you obviously will take out. And then they have buckle holders, which I love to see. I love to see buckle holders in infant car seats specifically, because it's just so much easier to take your little baby in and out and not have to be like looking under it. Something that is unique to Evenflo is they have this sensor safe technology. So in the chest of your baby, like the chest clip, there is a sensor that tells you if your baby is too hot, if they've been left in the car seat too long, if it's unbuckled. So that is something that's really interesting. It uses Bluetooth and connects to your phone. I'm curious in the comments below, what do you think of technology in baby gear? We're seeing it so much more in bassinets. I mean, we were just at the ABC Kids Expo last week, and I mean, we're seeing it from Graco to Maxi Cosi all the way up, this new technology. It has a Bluetooth. They say it's equivalent to like pressing your car key and unlocking your car. But to me, it was really interesting that it was right on my baby's chest. So the other thing that parents will provide feedback on with the Safer Sense is it can be a little glitchy. So it'll like your car seat won't even be in the car and it will be sending you notifications. So that's something to be aware of. In regards to the buckles, they're really easy to do on the bottom and just add them in. Click right here. I will say that it's pretty easy to undo the chest clip. So my daughter was able to do it. So we have 3 kids across in our vehicle and she could undo the chest clip on her sister. So it's nice because the notification tells you that it's undone, but that's not the best if you're driving on the freeway and you have a toddler next to your child. Okay, so a few more things on it as a stroller. So overall, the push is decent. I will say the Doona probably wins in the push category, but you'll have to watch that comparison to see those details. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's the best push by any means, but it's not terrible. It's a car seat stroller, right? So it's kind of what I would expect for something like that. And then there's 2 brakes here, which I would prefer one, but they're flip-flop friendly and easy enough to use. So to take it from stroller mode to car seat mode, you'll push the handle down here and then move it up. Okay, so to fold it, there are 2 levers in the back. You're gonna put the bottom lever here and then you pull it backwards. And now you have it folded. In regards to leaving it on the ground, you actually have to always put it back in that mode for your baby to be at the proper position. And then in regards to lifting this thing, it weighs 20 pounds. So this right here is a 20-pound weight. So if you could use all the way up to the 35 pounds, you're lifting 55 pounds. So I think it's fair to say that you will need to upgrade before your child gets to 35 pounds. Like I can barely lift this into my car with my newborn. With any older baby, it would be very difficult. So then you can pop it in your car here, and it does come with this base. I actually was so impressed with this base. It is very easy to install. They have this super cool belt lock that you feed the belt through and gets a really nice, tight, secure install. You also have a latch option, but I found that I really like the seatbelt install, especially with this awesome belt. And then they have this nice green indicator. There's a bubble zone. You can use this to get the proper angle as well. So I was super impressed with the base and how easy it was to use. And then you just pop your car seat stroller in here. Just like with the Doona, I found that because you're lifting such a large, heavy thing into the car along with your child, it's a little tricky to get the base right every single time, so you have to move it. Something I do not have featured right now, but that Evenflo does also include in their 2 upgraded models is wheelbase protectors, which are really cool. So it keeps your car cleaner if you're in a rainy climate or a muddy climate. So I thought that is really cool. You could easily pop those on there. So now I have the base in. Something I love about this is because the anti-rebound panel is in the base, I don't have to move the handlebar once the baby is in the car. Something I will say though is the Canopy hits the handlebar in this position. So you have to like push it down and like really push it down to be able to do that. So I put my baby in to re-extend the canopy. I have to play with it. I don't know why they didn't just make the canopy just a little shorter than the base or during the handle, but that's just how it is. And then to get it out of the base, you have 2 options. So the first option is to remove the car seat from the wheels. Now this car seat weighs 11 pounds, and so this is something that's so cool and so unique about the Evenflo Shyft DualRide is you have the option to just bring the car seat inside, which is so cool. So here's an example that I found myself in at several points. I would go out and go to the store or go run errands and use the wheels, but then when I came home, it was so nice to be able to just leave the wheels, the dirty wheels, inside the car and then carry a lighter baby into the house. So I think that's really nice. So 11 pounds is the weight of just this car seat. So then to put your baby back in, you'll just put this here and you just pop it back on and you use that top lever there. So I always really liked that. I thought that was really cool. And then when you buckle this one in, you just follow the traditional like European belt path. So you use the belt path here, and then you also have a lever back here, or like the strap back here you can use for the European belt loop. And then if you want to use it as a stroller, you lift the lower lever here and then you lift it out. And then once you get your car seat out, you'll use this one to release the wheels. Do you see how aggressive that is though? There is a trick. You can actually put it on the ground and then open the wheels and lift your car seat up if your baby's sleeping. But in regards to like the most convenient way, that's the most convenient way, but it like comes flying. I found my newborn didn't really care, but I do want to comment on that because it always felt very aggressive to me as a mom. So one of the main benefits of this car seat is being able to go and not having to take another car seat out, take another stroller, and having to deal with all of that hassle. However, one of the main benefits of the stroller car seats in general is for traveling, right? And we'll get to that in just a minute and who these are best for. Something I did find though very inconvenient about this as a mom is if you want to buckle this car seat in without the base. So let's say, for example, which I found myself in, my mom will take my car with my older 2 kids so we don't have to reinstall car seats and I just have the baby. If I want to install this in my car, in my mom's car, without the base, I have to take the wheels off in order to do that. So you have to close it here, and then you have to pop these wheels off and put them on the bottom on both sides. So then when you run your errand, you then have to take the wheel back off, put it back on here, and then you're ready to go. So I find that very inconvenient because one of the main benefits of this is being able to go while traveling. Now you don't have to take the wheels off if you're using just the car seat, but the only way to remove the car seat from the wheels is if it's in the base. So if you only have one base, it's very inconvenient. The other thing that parents, I haven't experienced this because, well, other than this, people want to buy second bases because of that, and they're not available. Right now, Evenflo does not sell the base separately from the Evenflo Shyft DualRide. So that is something to definitely note if you're going to be traveling a lot and using this car seat without a base. Okay, so who is this car seat stroller best for? This is best for families who are constantly traveling, right? The convenience of being able to have a stroller and a car seat in one unit, it saves you space, and it's really nice and convenient to be able to do that. Now, like I said, there is the downside of having to take the wheels off, but you get used to what you have, and this is a great option. And I will say it is really nice. So while you trade off on having to take the wheels off to install it without a base, it is nice that it has a lot of the more updated features like the no rethread, the buckle holders and things like that. I was really happy to see that, and it's super easy to clean. I'll have a cleaning video here soon for you to be able to watch if you do plan on purchasing this. In regards to who it's not best for, it is definitely heavy. Like, it is a very heavy, it is 20 pounds compared to the Duna at 16. They're both very heavy. This one's even more heavy. So it is nice that you can remove just the infant seat, but in regards to using it as a stroller and lifting it out of your car, I struggled. I often had to ask my husband, and I also found we were constantly, and we have a big car, so we have to lift it really high, but I also found that we were constantly having to back the vehicle up because of how wide it is lifting into your car. I love the Canopy. I love so many features about it, but I think you need to ask yourself the question of, is this too heavy for you as your baby gets older for the investment that it is? The other thing is you will likely have to buy another stroller down the line, just like with the Duna, if you get this one, because your baby's gonna age out of it, and so then you're gonna need to buy another stroller anyways. So either put one on your registry, I have a whole bunch of lightweight travel strollers that I've reviewed on this channel, or wait until you cross that bridge and then decide kind of what you're needing at that time. So I hope this video was helpful in you deciding whether you want to buy the Evenflo Shyft DualRide. Be sure to check out my comparison to the Duna coming soon, and thanks for watching.